Oh my God, we're finally here. Hello. Yes, welcome to the next episode of A Conversation with Kely episode. Who knows at this point? And we lied last time. We said we wouldn't be able to do a live stream for the finale, but we actually can after all. So we're here for that. Yes, we did. We said we would not be doing a live react, and instead we are.
Just we didn't know about our schedule.
I'm not okay, baby. You don't have to justify it. I'm just making a funny joke to our viewers. It's not something you have to justify. But anyway, joining me is my lovely beautiful co-host Allie. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Just finished work and went to the bank machine and just warmed up dinner when I got home, and I'm ready to get through this finale.
Eating.
Just leftover pasta.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I didn't do too much. I saw 2 movies, both of which were good, which I was happy about. We like when movies are good. We don't like when they disappoint me. So we like that. But we're here for this finale. And listen, I mean, we said it before. I don't have a lot of enthusiasm going into this, to be honest with you. I really don't have that high of hopes. I think Matt is winning tonight. I'm pretty sure, just based on what we know, especially because like Jag has been saying he wants to take Matt. I feel like it's going to be Matt winning, and especially based on the things he's been saying, like I'm not really excited for that at all. Same with Bowie.
And also both like Jag is back on that train, the Minutemen train, and also the way that they've been treating Bowie like a third wheel.
If anything, like I have two thoughts about Bowie real quick. Actually 3 thoughts. One, it really makes sense why she doesn't want to win the game when you look at the fact that her parents are like filthy rich. Like she's clearly like this millionaire already. It makes sense why she doesn't want to win the game. Like it fills in the gaps there. 2, there is the fact that there is the fact that like Bowie, in my opinion, is they're straight up treating her like a third wheel. Like Jag is making it so obvious to her that like he doesn't want to take her. So my third thing I want to say is like I don't understand how she can't put 2 and 2 together here. Like it's pretty clear he's not taking her at this point. He said it to her a multitude of times, and it's not clicking through her head, and I just don't quite understand that. But at this point, with how they've been treating Bowie, I'd be here for a Bowie win because like.
I do think she definitely wants to win. She just like doesn't really need the money.
I mean, again, if she comes out and she says that she was lying to everybody and that she wasn't serious about not wanting to win, like I'll be impressed by that. Again, I just don't know if she's going to do that because she gives me vibes of like a Christmas who's there to lay down and die and let her, besties take the final 2.
Also, should we discuss read the little bit of notes we have for the recap episode?
We can just summarize it. It's not really worth talking about.
I mean, we probably should, but there's no much.
What's there to talk about?
I put your name for the first part and then mine for the next part.
I mean, yeah, but like, do we really need to read Jag, Matt, and Bowie saying things they're going to say tonight?
That's true.
I think listen, the last episode was your typical recap episode. Not really a ton to talk about there. I will say, I said this on Serialized, and I think you'll agree with me. Like, I usually don't like these recap episodes at all, but this one was honestly like kind of bittersweet because it reminded me of when things were actually like exciting and like fun to watch. Like this was in general a really good cast. There was a lot of great moments. It just sucks that this end game has been so incredibly dull and honestly just really hard to watch with the way they've been talking about people. So it's kind of like I don't like the recap episodes because I hate the forced reactions of like, oh, remember when this happened? Like I hate when they do that because it's so like forced. But the moments that they did show, there were some I definitely did enjoy, like Mimi and her steak, for example, I thought was really funny. I like that we got to see that. The Lunchables date, like that was great.
I love the Lunchables date. It makes me think of us.
Honestly, yeah, same.
And then Cory are literally us.
In some ways, there definitely are similarities, but yeah. And then Felicia constantly asking Mr. B for things. I like that we saw a whole season of that. I thought that was really funny. So there were some good moments here. I don't know why we need an entire segment about Red talking fast, but in my opinion, Red should be in the same breath as like a Luke, but that's just my opinion. Who cares what I have to say? But yeah, that's really where we're at with that. I think the only thing to really talk about is part one. I think that's the only thing we really have to discuss.
Yeah, basically
We
it's
have
just
goodbye messages, and that's
they got some. They also got some
messages from home.
Yeah, they got some videos from home, just like the jury did. But yeah, so their part one, it's basically all the verses have collided and dropped this twisted contraption in the yard. They will all take a seat on their BB comic books bubble. On go, they'll be raised up and repeatedly slammed into the Scaryverse haunted house while being dunked in scrambled eggs from the Scrambleverse. The Humiliverse will get them extra messy throughout the comp. The last person holding onto their bubble will win part one, automatically advance to part three. Then obviously the two houses who lose will battle it out in part two.
Yeah, and I mean, we can just spoil it right now. It's going to happen on the finale, but Matt wins part one, and I mean, Jag is really already regretting like not cutting Matt. Like it was really dumb that he didn't because Matt literally just won part one. So it's like, and also I will say this did feel like a traditional, like the finale tonight that we're getting is not the kind of finale that we've been getting recently, where it's like they've already done part one. They've shown all of part one in like the previous episode. No, instead, we only saw like a little bit of part one. And I assume a large majority of this finale is going to be part one and then part two and then part three. And that always it always feels like dragged out. Like there's not much to talk about at that point. What I'm really excited for is the roundtable. I'm very excited to see how that goes. Because did you hear about the Dr. Will interview at all?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
he basically. Of course I did. He always does the stuff for the jury.
No, I don't know if you heard what he said, like on the recent interview with Sharon Tharp.
Oh, yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, where he said that like this is probably like his favorite roundtable he's ever done. Like I'm really excited to see how it turns out. I think there's a lot of potential. I'm very excited to see how it goes. I think there's like a lot. It could be a very exciting one to watch, especially because the roundtables I think have been kind of like lately. I think this one could be fun.
Oh, I think so too. I think it'll be great.
So that's what I'm excited for that. I'm excited for AFP.
I hope this finale is really good, but we'll see.
I mean, it's not going to be really good because whoever wins, like, I'm not very fond of.
No, it's definitely not going to be. It's going to be a bottom tier winner.
I mean, I wouldn't say Matt is a bottom tier winner. I would say he's middle tier because he did have a really good social game, and I do think, in my opinion, like it still is good because it's better to have someone who played a really good social game than someone who just won a bunch of comps, and also someone who didn't really do much. But if anyone else wins, yeah, bottom tier.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll have to see. But anyway, it's starting in a minute, so we will see how this goes.
Yes.
Do you have anything else to say before this finale starts?
Just hopefully it goes well. Hopefully Cirie wins America's favorite player. And I mean, I'm excited for the roundtable.
Yeah. Also, whatever the holiday surprise is, I'm excited to see what that's about.
I know. I'm excited for that.
Hopefully, are we got to go into another season?
We'll see. Okay.
It's also crazy that it's literally November 9th and this is finally ending.
I know.
Like,
It's still on ET for me on Paramount
Oh, me
Plus.
too. Me too. It is for me as well.
Okay.
It hasn't gone to the show yet.
Oh, okay.
It's Paramount Plus is usually off by like a minute.
I know.
So if you guys are watching and something happens, don't tell us what happens. We're off by like a minute. Okay, it's starting for me now.
Okay.
Oh, they're fucking mafia symbols. You really think they're doing something with this? Oh,
Never
that
mind.
too. Cirie.
Never mind. It's
What?
not ET. It's still on something for me. I mean, oh
Oh,
no,
it's not.
no, sorry, it is on ET. Never mind. It's 60 seconds of something. I'm
Oh,
trying
it's
to.
not
I'm
playing for
trying
you.
to see. I'm trying to see if there's a stream on video, brother.
I can just get it ready for you. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I really want to see Cirie reveal her secret to the jury. That I'm very excited for.
Oh, me too. I'm so stoked for that.
Did you get it or? They really are about to go into a whole new season. Oh my god. No more 100 days. Don't do it again.
Yeah, it's on for me now.
Well, we know how part one goes, so. I'm so shocked that Bowie fell first.
Oh yeah, same. I'll play rock, paper, scissors with you for a comp.
That pisses me off so much more. Like, what the hell?
Really?
Well, you didn't have to throw that, Jag. You could have easily just like stayed up there.
Yeah, he threw it. Looks like we gotta face each other now. So, it's on commercial.
What?
It's on commercial.
Yeah. I just like. Why is Jag upset at the fact that Matt won that when they basically rock paper scissors like who was gonna get it? Like they could have easily just stayed up there. Like it's so stupid. Like I'm sorry, Jag does not get to be upset about this.
Like he's the one who didn't want to win it.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Like sure, what the hell?
Yeah. Like now I don't even understand why he acted the way he did on the feeds because it was like um if he didn't really want to like if he really wanted to win it he could have it's not like he didn't it's not like he tried and failed he just decided to give it to Matt for some reason. So yeah, it's just really annoying. Like I feel like what's so frustrating about this final three is they do things and then like they're upset that they did those things. Like it doesn't like don't do something and then not expect to be upset with it afterwards,
Yeah.
Like Matt putting up Cirie and then being upset that Cirie left. You don't get to be upset that Cirie left because you knew exactly what would happen and you did it anyway.
You literally could have prevented it.
Yeah. Bowie being upset at the fact that Jag might not take her now. It's like you had that opportunity to make that move and you didn't. Like you can't be upset about that. And then of course Jag not evicting Matt, evicting Felicia instead, and then being upset that Matt's still here entirely on you. Like it's so stupid. And that's just why for me, it's very hard to root for anyone in the final three.
Mm-hmm.
Amongst the personal digs as well. Like, I'm not a fan of that either, but like,
No.
that's the one thing aside from the personal digs that really pisses me off.
I will say, Matt cannot keep a Cory out of his mouth.
It's so fucking stupid. I literally watched a video on Twitter where like they're hyping him up and then he's just like being mean to like he's just like demeaning them like behind their backs.
Of course he is.
Like they have so much respect for Matt and he doesn't even realize it. Like he's going to come out of the house and he's going to start concocting this narrative that like, "Oh, they just respected me because they wanted to look good to America, but in reality they were like jealous of me." Like, bro, fuck off. Like
Really?
it's not that deep. It's really not that deep. It literally is just they respected your game. That's literally all it is. It's not a big deal. Anyway, I'm excited to see this round table. Oh my god, Jags.
Yes.
Oh shit, here we go.
Will is definitely getting old.
He's only like 50. Like I was surprised. I thought he was older.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's just the gray hair is like.
Yeah, I thought he was like in his 60s by now because of the gray. We love Cirie saying Cameron's social game sucked.
Honestly, as she should.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Jane and Jack go head to head in part 2 of the
Okay. I mean, I thought that was a pretty decent roundtable overall. I mean, they definitely did have differing opinions on like Matt and Jag, which I liked. I've definitely seen spicy.
Also, I got kicked off because of too many people on the thing, so I'm gonna go on to cast.
Okay.
Not the stream limit on Paramount Plus.
That's annoying.
We do not stand. I mean,
it's
I
not
feel like it was definitely a good roundtable for sure. It was kind of just very chill, nothing really too crazy.
I mean, I will say I wasn't expecting Cory to be so like on the other side of everyone else. Like it kind of seems like Cory has a very different view of the final two compared to like everybody else, which is interesting, especially because in America do not seem like they're on the same page.
I know, they really don't. Like it's very spicy.
I don't think we should be too surprised because they were on such different trajectories, like game-wise, the entire game. Like she played far more defensively. He played a lot more like offensively in that way. Like he was playing offense, she was playing defense. Like I don't think we should be too surprised at that. I just wouldn't expect that Cory was in such a different ballpark than everybody else on the jury. So I'm kind of wondering, like, is he going to vote differently than everybody else? I don't know.
It'd be very interesting. I'm kind of
because it also seems like they have a lot of concerns about like Matt's game, and I feel like if he doesn't own up to those things, like he could potentially lose tonight.
We'll see.
So we'll see.
It should be very interesting.
Yeah.
And then Cirie saying that Cameron's social game sucks, which is true.
That was the best part of that whole round table. I don't care what anyone says. That was so good.
It was great.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think their complaint with Matt, I would apply that more to Jag than Matt. I think
Yeah.
Jag's biggest
Okay.
issue is that he never owned the game he was playing. He wants to be viewed in this heroic way, but he didn't play a heroic game. Jag is like the villain of the season. I feel like he played a very villainous, sneaky game, but he won't
Oh,
own
yeah.
it.
He really did. Like,
Um,
he needs to own it for sure. Like,
yeah.
and like
Like
I
I
hope
think a big problem with the modern era of Big Brother is people like to own that they were loyal and that they played, and that they played a heroic game and things like that. But it's like if you were villainous, like just own it. Just own the fact that you were a villain, and I think the jury will respect that more.
yes, like we'll see what happens with their questions and their answers and their
Yeah.
speeches. But yeah, it should.
Mhm.
I hope they actually own their games.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I want to go back to you know who owned like their villainous game very well was Steve in Big Brother
yeah.
17.
Yeah,
Like
he
Steve
did.
owned the fact that like he had to cut like Vanessa and things like that, and he owned that very well. And I think that's exactly what you need to do, and that's why say someone like Paul didn't win the game because Paul did not own the fact that they played a villainous game. They didn't play a heroic game. And I could see Matt or Jag doing the
Well,
exact same
the reason
thing.
why I almost said Maul. The reason why Paul doesn't ever win is because they just have really bad jury management.
But they also don't own the game they're playing. That's the thing. Like it's one thing to play a game a certain way, but you have to be able to articulate it.
Wait a
And
second. Paul won BB19, right? Or is it Josh?
no, Josh
Oh,
won.
right. I'm for a second. I
Forget
told.
that.
Is it bad? I forgot. That
No,
season.
it's one of the best finales.
I mean, yeah, the season's just so bad, though. I just completely forgot.
Oh, the season's terrible, but the finale's great. Oh my god, there's Bowie's rich parents.
Oh yeah. Also, don't forget to go unmute for me. Pretty shocked Jag wins this comp.
I mean, it's not overly physical, so I'll give them that.
I mean, yeah. But it's also like a comp he'd win, though.
So far, just Matt has won part 1.
Yeah.
It's such a terrible performance, but he still wins. Oh, Bowie's crushing it, even though she didn't even start.
Oh, Bowie.
I'm so excited. I lost this competition.
The winner of HOH.
So, okay, not much to talk about there. Jack thought he did horribly, and Bowie did
Yeah.
significantly.
Guarantees themselves a seat in the final two.
Also, you can
And
unmute my
Oh,
mute
yeah,
my
shit.
talk.
who they sit next to when the jury votes for
We're
the
trying to
winner.
not get copyrighted here.
I'm just also using that too because then Paramount Plus doesn't mess up.
Yeah. Yes, America's favorite player. That's what we care about. Let's go.
Woo! Yeah. I don't know.
I'm so sorry to
Sorry.
everybody's ears.
That was very squeaky. I am so sorry.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. But anyway, yeah, not much to really. I mean, what's there to talk about here? Jack thought he did terribly and then didn't.
Yeah, yeah, Jag and Bowie had pretty bad times. But I mean, obviously Jag won by like 30-ish minutes more or 30 minutes better. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah. He was like, I feel like Blowy. I almost said Blowy. He's like, I feel like Bowie's crushing my time.
Yeah.
Blowy Jane.
Meanwhile, she didn't even study.
Like, girl, why are you not studying? Are you just trying to wing it?
Mm.
Do you want to lose? Hilarious. Hilarity. Kevin is on his phone for some reason. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, that's why I'm texting somebody.
Who are you texting?
Justin Alvarez. Shout out to him.
King.
He's a king. Yes, he's a king. He's talking to me about Netflix Skeet Week. So
okay, I have another org that started, and the first comp is released. But I was like, I'll help out after Big Brother live podcast.
What's the comp?
It is a scavenger hunt. So we all just basically we all just submit in like the submission chat.
Oh, they're doing that as the first comp. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's literally due Sunday.
Oh wow.
But I will be busy. Obviously, I'll be in Vancouver Saturday. But obviously, I said I'll do as much as I can. Like I'll probably do as much as I can / tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah.
And like if I see anything in Vancouver, I can obviously do some as well. But
Mm-hmm.
but it'll be fun. Just gotta hope we win.
Yeah.
So we have lots of time for this comp. I'm literally just seeing Jonas Brothers on Saturday, so it's nothing like too crazy this weekend. It's just a concert.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Should
it'll
be
fun.
exciting. The opposite of this, which is not exciting.
True.
Do we even care who wins part 3? Like, do we actually care?
No, but I do want to see. I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping Matt wins.
Well, because I think if Matt wins, do you think he takes Jag? Probably.
Yeah. I mean, also, I don't know. I kind of would love. It'd be interesting if Jag won too, because like if I don't know who he would. I don't know if he would stay loyal to the Minutemen or the other alliance.
I feel like he has this like guilty conscience, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, morally, I have to take Matt." No, you fucking don't. You're trying to win the game. Stop it.
Like sister, come on, playing a game.
I said it before. If Matt mentions Reilly at all, like, ugh.
Oh, also there's Matt's family. Oh, you
And
can unmute now for me.
Hey, then
Meow meow
here we go.
Enterprises.
To make up you must
Hey,
answer
Janae.
which one. B
Yeah,
or
Paramount
C.
Plus or
For
Stream.
each correct answer,
Oh god, this shit is always so cringy.
And everything
Not the
here
Cameron
has
verse.
much cooler hair.
Use Video Brother. That's what I would recommend if you can't use like if it's
Video Brother, or just like find a stream on like
I'll list the
Google.
first 4 V.
If you can't watch it live, it'll be there at like midnight EST. Never mind, this one's funny.
Entertaining to watch.
The kissing
Big
booth
Brother
who?
house.
Oh god, there's a fucking show from those people coming out soon.
Yes,
Here
go to a
is video
tiebreaker.
Number 3.
I haven't even paying attention. What is the score?
2-0, or sorry, 2-2. You want to go on the blue verse?
Yes, it is Jag versus Matt. And sure, although I refuse to say kitty kitty purr, even though I just did.
Your answer.
Kitty kitty purr, boots down!
Well, that's enough for this portion of Allie's time on the podcast. Now it's the Kevin show. All right, how's everybody doing? We're watching.
We have a tie right now.
Wow.
3 points apiece.
I love
Here is
you.
video number 4.
Yeah. I can't with the music for America.
Stars and
so
stripes
funny.
and my incredible.
They knew what they were doing. The Mount Rushmore.
In the
Holy
TV
shit, it's still
exorcism
4-4.
competition.
It's great. If Jag wins this, what is this, like 9-10 wins for him?
Insane.
I went.
Look at I just DM'd you.
Hey, anyone else bored out of their skull? Because I am.
Pressure cooker
Yes.
competition, which
Here we go.
Oh
So
shit,
please grab your
tiebreaker.
boards.
Woo!
the answer.
I mean, I don't care. They're taking each other anyway.
Yeah.
I'm so shocked.
True. I just want to see Bowie's reaction to him cutting her.
So now, can we just hope that he maybe does cut Matt here? Because, like, that'd be funny.
You can also mute the thing.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I have to do that.
Oh, yeah. I just realized he does break the record for most comp wins.
Yeah, he now has officially. Well, I think he already did, but now he's officially broken the record, which is impressive. I
I'm
will
feeling
say,
a little
like,
sad because one of my cats passed away, got hit by a car. I have one cat. Aww.
well, we hope you're doing okay. I know that's a very
Love
tough
you.
loss, but
We love you.
hang in there.
I just thought that was important. Yeah, to read that.
And yeah, deepest condolences to you and your family for your cat. That really sucks a lot.
We're just sending you so much love and so many hugs.
Yes. And always thank you for watching. You know, we always appreciate it. But
we actually have quite a few people watching right now.
I mean, it's a finale. Like, that's usually what happens.
Yeah.
I remember the BB Can one, like, back in May, we had like a ton of people watching that.
Yeah. Live reacts we always do pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, I said it on Twitter. I would love if Jag just like surprised us here and like cut Matt at like the 11th hour, but like I don't think he's going to. I think the jury's out on that one.
It would be really funny, but I also want to see Bowie's reaction if he evicts her.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think she knows it's coming at this point.
It's good. It would be funny.
Like the way he's been hanging out with Matt, she definitely has to suspect it, but we'll see.
I mean, literally they've been close since like the beginning, so I mean, even though technically his main best friends at the beginning were Reilly and Blue.
That's what I'm saying. Like it wasn't really the beginning. I would say they really didn't get like close until Zombie Week.
That's true. Yeah, because
that's when they really like solidified it.
Yeah, literally it was Reilly at the beginning, and then Blue became his best friend. The best friend and closest ally after that.
Yeah.
Watching you guys always makes my day. You guys are the best. Aw.
We appreciate that. We appreciate you for that.
That's so sweet. Yeah, this was honestly, it was like, I don't know, it was fun to watch, but it was also kind of boring, that comp.
I mean, I would have been a lot more excited if we knew one was cutting the other. Like, that would have made it a lot more, like, fun to watch. But because we literally know, like, Jag's probably taking Matt, Matt's probably taking Jag, there isn't really a lot to get excited about. This isn't, like, BB22 where, like, there was a possibility that, like, Cody was going to cut Mecole, and it was literally down between the two of them.
Yeah. Oh, my God. In that, I was hoping that, in that sense, I was hoping Mecole was just going to win the final HOH.
Oh no, I did not think she played that good of a game, so I didn't want to see that.
Well, she played better than those other people, so.
No, I do think Cody played the best game that season, for sure. Most of them.
I just don't like that man.
Oh, I don't like him at all. But the game he played was very impressive that season.
I mean, yeah.
But I will say he was playing on easy mode because a lot of those people were not playing to their fullest ability. A lot of them were just kind of playing on autopilot. So that's my only pushback when it comes to Cody is that I do think he played a really strong game that season, but I also think he was helped by the fact that a lot of them just weren't really into it.
Yeah, for sure. It was just such a bad season, which we didn't even.
It was horrible.
Literally, I only watched the beginning and the finale. I didn't even watch the triple.
I watched the triple just to see like how it would be, and it was an utter shit show. I didn't even bother watching the rest of the season, and I didn't really miss much because not much happens.
It's okay. Mecole got her win in 18.
And that was a deserving win. That was a deserving win. I have come around on that. You can watch back my finale. I was not happy about it at first, but I've come around. So.
Oh, and you can
that's what we call character growth.
Yes. Also unpause for me or unmute for me.
I wonder what he's gonna do. I don't know.
Bowie Jane.
He has to
automatically
he has
assuring
to
the
betray
remaining
one of
house
them.
guests
Yeah.
Also, Bowie's
Matt,
very first
Bowie Jane,
time on the block by
in just a few
default.
moments. Each have one.
Yeah, we never mentioned that. That is impressive. I will give her that.
Each have
Oh, yeah,
one
it's
last
very impressive.
chance
Especially for 100 days. He literally just lost the game. Like that's it. That's so stupid.
I know.
It's official.
I generally don't think Jag could have had a worse speech there.
I also
I
have
generally
to
don't.
go to the bathroom. I have a stomach
answers to
ache.
help them make their
Okay.
I'll be
decision
right back.
on who deserves the
All right. So I'm just gonna give my 2 cents there. I mean, I literally just said on Twitter, I said Jag just showed everyone how you win the final HOH and get second place. Like, he literally said, I'm gonna lose 6-1 next to Matt, and I hope that vote is from you. Like, what kind of fucking logic is that? You're not even trying to win the game. Like, it'd be different if Jag thought he had a chance against Matt. It would be like if he generally thought, okay, I played a better game. I think going against Matt, I have a chance. But he literally said he'd be fine losing to him. Like, I don't understand that. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, if Jag's against Bowie, he has a much better shot. There is obviously a chance that they could have voted for Bowie to win, but like if he's against Bowie, he legitimately has a much better shot of winning. Matt has been the front runner, I would say, since probably the week Cirie was in the kayak, probably that week. Matt's just been getting better and better and better socially. Personally, I'm not a fan of him, but I'm not a fan of any of his final 3, so who cares about personally right now? But in terms of like the game, yeah, Matt's definitely played the most well-rounded game socially. Now, obviously, the jury could think differently. The jury obviously could change their mind as to what they're thinking. But like, in my opinion, if Bowie goes to the jury, which obviously like the jury, Bowie doesn't have much time to talk to the jury, but like if she went to the jury and Jag said he would be fine losing to Matt, I don't understand that. It's that simple. Like, I just don't fucking get it. I think that, if she said that, like his chances would be shot at that point. Like, listen, I know Jag cares a lot about his community and things like that, and that's obviously great. It's great to care about your community, but I think the fundamental flaw with Jag's game at this end game has been focusing too much on, I have to do what's morally right, and I need to, support my family, and my family would be happy about me taking Matt to the end and things like that. And it's like, I don't think it's that deep. I really don't think it's that deep. I think it literally is like, wouldn't they be more happy about the fact that like you won and you took the person to the end that you needed to win? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Matt's reasoning as well has been like, oh, we've been protecting each other the whole way through. I can't betray Jag. I can't take Bowie out for that reason. Like, it's really pissed me off. Like, there obviously, yes, you have to do what's morally right in some situations, but when it comes to the person that you've been working with since the beginning, the reasoning for taking them out should never be, oh, it's not morally right to do that. It should be, well, yes, we've been working together, but I can't win against you. You got to go. Like, it's that simple.
Yeah, definitely.
But what were your thoughts on that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I just thought he basically just kind of like gave the win to Matt because he's like,
Yeah.
if I lose 6-1, I hope you're my one.
Yeah, like why would you say that to Bowie like on her way out? Like she's gonna tell them to like that she's gonna tell them that Jag basically said he wants to lose,
Yeah, that's like kind of bad.
It's not kind of, it is bad. It's horrible.
It is bad, yeah.
I just don't understand like what he's
What the heck is
trying to
wrong
do
with
at this point. What?
I'm gonna restart my computer. I'll be right back.
What happened?
Oh, it's just cast in Twitter and not loading.
Oh.
I'll be back.
All right. Well, we'll wait for her to get back. Oh, it's back. Longer jury questions, I hope. We'll have to see.
Hello, I'm just getting back on cast.
Oh, good timing. They're literally on the jury.
Okay. I'm using Paramount Plus right now because cast is not loading.
Jack's kind of killing this, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're both doing that bad. Blue's like, I'm going in on this. No more mafia.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Jag impressed me way more with his answers. Matt's was very like just cut and dry.
Yeah, I mean, I could see them both at least getting votes, though. I don't see it being unanimous.
No, I don't think it'd be unanimous, but Matt's answers I thought were kind of terrible. Like, I'm sorry, you don't say there was no leader between us, or you don't say like, oh, I just did that. Like, it was very like like I think the thing people were worried about with Matt is what's happening.
Based on Blue, though, I feel like she's voting for Matt. Based on her question.
No, I think Jag answered that perfectly.
I mean, yeah.
I think it could be one of those because I've seen plenty of cases with juries where they go in like upset with somebody about something, and if they answer it in the way that they're looking for, they end up, winning them over and switching to them.
I'm kind of like this. I kind of agree with Taylor Hale here. She's like, is this Q&A a little awkward, or is it just me?
Oh, it is.
It was.
I think especially because like Jag was throwing Matt under the bus and Matt was not willing to. Like what I noticed here was like Jag was doing a great job of being like, okay, this is how I played the game outside of just me and Matt. This is what I did. I got us to this point. And here's the thing, I said this on Twitter. I don't necessarily agree that they are where they are at because of just Jag. I think Matt did a lot on his own. But if Jag's articulating it better, give Jag the win at that point. He's explaining it better.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, like that's just kind of how I see it. Like, regardless if we agree or not, like Jag is answering things better. Matt is
Definitely
fumbling.
is. Yeah, Matt had some okay answers, just not as good. Cause like
Which answers?
the ones where he said there was no leader.
I'm saying which answer was okay because I thought they were all terrible.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much more. Like, here's the thing. There's so much more Matt could have said. He could have easily said, Jag is not here if it's not for me.
What if Matt still wins?
I mean, I don't know how he wins based on his answers.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully his speech is better.
Yeah, I mean, he could still have a really good speech, but like, I don't know. Maybe he wasn't expecting Jag to like throw him under the bus in the way that he was. It could have been that too. Like, he was expecting Jag to be a little bit more, neutral towards both of them. I don't think he was expecting the answers that he gave, but I definitely feel like right now Jag has had the more impressive Q&A.
Like, he definitely did like way better with his answers because I literally thought it'd be the other way around.
Me too.
But I guess he is just a good talker in that sense.
Yeah, and like, listen, I don't think Matt's a bad speaker at all. I think the problem is
he's not.
I think it's just one of those cases where sometimes you just can't really articulate your game all that well. We've seen this happen before.
Yeah, he could just be like maybe like not the best with questions.
I mean, that's what happened to Paul. Like, I would say Paul's a really good speaker, but Paul absolutely just like fumbled the ball at all of their questions.
Mm-hmm. They did.
And I feel like that's what's happening with Matt here. Like, Matt just can't really explain the game that he played. And I swear to God, if he brings up Reilly in his final speech, I'm gonna fucking leave the StreamYard. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You're gonna have to do this by yourself.
Oh God.
He hasn't done it yet, but like, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for him to be like,
if they both bring up Reilly, I swear to God.
Oh, I would not be surprised if Matt's final speech is like, on week 2, Reilly told me to align with this guy sitting right here. And I listened to her every word. She also said, work with Cirie and Felicia, and I worked with Cirie and Felicia. Like, I can literally see him doing all that.
Oh God, I hope not.
He's gonna start crying. Like,
we're also back.
Anyway, here Not what else?
Ooh.
He was doing good up to that point too.
I mean, he might be just nervous. I mean, it was better than his answers, but
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
he's still probably voting for Matt. Yay, the pre-jury's back. Oh my god, the biggest secret. I'm so excited.
I know. That's like the one thing I'm like really excited for. Yeah, okay. I think Jag is one, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's like, I mean, I feel like because I know Matt and people like Cory and Cirie are very vocal about Matt. I feel like they probably voted for him.
Yeah, I could see it being like 5-2.
Yeah, or maybe 4-3.
Yeah.
I kind of want a 4-3. That'd be very spicy.
It would be spicy. I think so like I do think Matt had a better final speech than his answers, but I think again Jag's just Jag's conviction and like the way he was able to articulate himself, and also just the way he was able to sum up his game and say like I'm the reason you're all sitting here. I just think was really really good, and I was really impressed by like his answers all around. I think Matt definitely did better with the final speech. I think the one thing that stuck out really well is him saying like, "Oh, I played a have not game. I stayed in the have not room the entire time to like get to know people." Like that is impressive. I wish he would have said that like in his answers. I think as like that was really good to say in a final speech. I just again think Jags was more impressive, but we'll see.
I thought they both I think both of their speeches were great, but I feel like Jag definitely did have the better final two speech and questions overall, or answers overall. But like, I mean, either or, I think they both are good winners. Just because, like, obviously not my favorite winner of like ever.
No, definitely not.
I like that. The representation is very important. Like, there's. Like, he's the first Sikh Punjabi, he's like as Jag, and then Matt's the first deaf contestant, which is like pretty iconic that both like they both have a representation that's very important here.
Yeah, I mean, I wish they were more likable, but yes.
I mean, we always liked Jag until he started saying certain things at the end.
Well, it wasn't just at the end. He was calling Cirie a bully like a month ago.
We don't like that, but I really do. I hope he does apologize. I feel like he will.
Out of the three, I think he'd be the most likely to, but I don't know.
I hope they all realize that. Like, I hope they apologize, be like, I'm so sorry, and actually show remorse, and be like, if they just say like, yes, it was the game, people say shitty things, like, yeah, I mean, it's true, but like, you still shouldn't say that stuff. I just hope I hope they're just apologetic like Jared is. Because Jared's been great preseason.
Oh yeah, Jared has definitely like fully turned himself around to the point where I would say I am a fan of Jared now because he's actually like owned up to his stuff.
I actually like Jared again.
Yeah, like he's fully owned up to like the things that he said, and like I wouldn't even be surprised if he brings it up like on this finale and says things like, "I'm sorry if I said anything," and because he's really like gone out of his way to do that, and I hope other people on this cast can do that same thing. I just don't have a lot of faith in some of them.
We also need a cute little hug with Cirie, Izzy, and Jared.
Oh yes, that'd be so good. Get Felicia in there, Mimi.
Oh please,
make it happen.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like really excited to see like their reactions when the secret's revealed.
I know, it's gonna be so good. And also, are they gonna mention that like Bowie's actually a lawyer too?
I don't think they're gonna care, but yeah.
Also, her name is actually Miranda Ball.
Yeah, Bowie's like a pseudonym.
Bowie, Miranda Jane Ball. Also, this is sweet. It's crazy that I've been watching you since 2014, Kevin.
Yes, it is. That makes me feel old, Janaea, but yes.
That's so cute. Oh my god, so I went back to see if the show was back, but they were in a kitchen. What is this, the bear?
Yeah. Are they going to start singing in the kitchen by Renee Rapp?
Hell yeah. Are they gonna like that really intense 20-minute episode of The Bear season 1 where they're all yelling at each other?
Yeah. I mean, that was the pre-jury phase this season. Let's be real here.
And then yeah, literally.
And then zombies happened.
Yeah. And this is why I wish if anyone came back, I wanted it to be Jared, not Cam.
Yeah.
Also, Janaea says, don't worry, it makes me feel old too.
Yeah, literally. Anyway, I think it's going to come back soon.
Okay, love you.
Audition now because the season's probably happening in like a week. One of the best pre-juries like in any season.
Oh yeah.
Aside from Red, he sucks.
What?
I think she means in terms of like the underdog.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Cam's like, I'm not a hero.
Okay, I guess they are revealing that.
Oh my god. Oh god. Here we go. Cory in America. We love their reunion.
Hisam's kills me. That's the best one.
Kirsten is so like just boring. Cirie's face is like, wow, of course you did.
Well,
You knew each other for like 15 days, which are
Yeah.
truth.
I'd say that's one of the better pre-jury segments in a minute. I feel like a lot of the time they don't do a ton with the pre-jury, and this time they actually did like a lot.
Oh yeah. It was great.
So yeah, it was really good.
I feel like Kirsten was just kind of there.
I mean, there's not much for her to talk about because it wasn't even like she did anything to get targeted. She was literally just because of a stupid twist.
Yeah.
And I mean, Kirsten, I said this at the time, Kirsten never should have been evicted in the first place. They should have just canceled the week because of Luke going and then, moved forward. But, Big Brother doesn't really think like that sometimes.
Yeah. Also,
And by sometimes, I mean all the time.
as much as we love Matt, as much as we like Matt and Jag's final two speech, Taylor Hales is way better.
Oh yeah, I mean that's I don't think anybody could do a better speech than her this season. Even if it was Cirie or Felicia, I think Taylor's speech is going to be in the pantheon for a very long time.
Oh yeah, definitely. When Cirie's like, "Oh, we're talking later."
That was so good. He did not clean it up a little bit like she told him to.
So funny. So good. But we do love her the reunion of her and her son. It was cute.
Yeah, what was not cute was the fucking Reilly and Matt moment. I don't know why they are so obsessed with these two people that were in the house for 15 days, but
because literally if Reilly survived, they probably would have been the showmance.
They would have been the showmance and Reilly probably wins. Like straight up, that's what would have happened. Like Reilly probably would have won the season if that would have happened.
Probably.
Because Jag and Matt would have never let her go.
I mean, Blue maybe, but she was also working with Cirie and Felicia too.
Yeah. Yeah, Blue was always going to be more loyal to them, especially with Jared. She was always going to be more loyal to them.
Yeah, definitely.
I also Matt shading Cory in America one last time. He just had to have his fucking digs. He just had to.
Oh god. I mean, it was actually really funny when he thought they were related.
I mean, it was, but I was also like, of course he fucking brought up Cory in America because they live rent-free in his head.
Yeah, literally. Sir, really? He's like, oh, I didn't think that through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He just wants to bring them up because he's obsessed.
Yeah, no, literally, it's so stupid. But I don't know. I still think Jag is winning here. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I could see it being him, but it's hard to say. We'll see.
I just think Jag had the better answers.
Oh yeah, he definitely did.
Because I obviously people have different criterias for who they give wins to, but I always go based off of questions and answers. And if they don't give me good enough answers, I can go in wanting to vote for somebody, but if they don't give me good enough answers, I'm gonna vote for the other person.
Yeah. But I always just vote for gameplay, who played the better game, who owns it, things like that.
Yeah. I remember there was a game I really wanted to vote for somebody and they gave really shitty answers and I was like, no, not doing that.
I'm not really a bitter juror in games, but sometimes it's kind of I can get a little bit frustrated with them at first, but I'm not bitter.
I mean, nothing wrong with being a bitter juror. It's their fault. If they didn't manage the jury well.
Oh, it's back. Oh shit, it's back. Okay. Here we go.
So no unanimous.
We like that. That's an obvious one. Oh wow.
Yep, I knew it. I knew it.
Sorry, what? Like Paramount Plus like fucked up.
What'd you miss?
Everything after America's vote.
Blue voted for Jag, and Cory voted for Jag.
That's fun. Exciting.
Is it not playing for you anymore?
Oh no, it just keeps saying like we're having issues playing it. It's doing a Paramount Plus thing.
I mean, I still have it up on cast.
Let's see if cast works. I'm trying to reload it.
Well, so I guess Jag cutting Felicia was not as bad of a move as we thought, because he just won.
It's true. It was probably
Hindsight's 2020.
Honestly, it was probably because of his answers.
I think definitely his answers is what did it, but I also think they definitely went based on like, okay, well, he won because he was saying is like, I sealed all your fates. And I mean, who was in control the entire time they were on the jury? It was Jag. It's very hard to argue against it. Like he had sufficient evidence as to why what he's saying is true. Because a lot of the time when you say like, I'm the reason you're here, it's not true, but Jag has actual evidence to show that like that is the case. Even if I don't necessarily agree with that, that's what happened. So I just think Jag articulated his game a lot better than Matt, and I generally do think Matt's biggest issue is cutting Cirie, because I think if it was him and Cirie, I think there would have been I think if he would have had a better shot of getting to the end. I think if he's against Bowie, like he would have had a much better chance. But I also think his answers just weren't the greatest. I think he fumbles in the final two no matter what. And I think it's very hard to do that. I think especially when you're going up against someone like Jag, who seemed so prepared and so ready to answer. He was just like, lightning in a bottle, like at all. Like he was just so quick with his answers, and he was so passionate and just had this fire in him, and Matt just didn't have that in comparison. It felt like he was kind of struggling with how to sum up his game, and I think it was hard to argue against that. So
he was probably just really nervous, but I mean, I'm happy we love that a POC man won.
Oh yeah, very good representation. Like very good to see the first Punjabi Sikh person win. That's always great to see. And while, like I said, I'm personally not a huge fan of someone that just wins a bunch of comps and things like that. I like that Jag's focus was not on his comps. He focused on other stuff.
Oh no, he won a lot of comps and he broke that record.
Okay, it's back. The thing I care about.
I can't. Nothing is even working for me. I can't watch it.
Cast isn't working?
It's not loading right now.
Okay.
You might have to just maybe just like go on screen share.
I can't do that on here.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm gonna call you on screen.
Let me see if cast finally works.
Here we go.
Yeah, literally cast is literally not loading. Like it's just like when it loads, it just does the loading sign.
And Cameron won America's Favorite House guest.
No, he didn't. No.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
No.
Yes,
How?
he did.
How?
It was him, Cameron, and Cirie, and exactly what I thought happened is what happened.
It was Cameron, and Cirie. What?
No, Cameron, Matt, and Cirie.
Oh. How?
Facebook moms.
Come on.
The casual audience loves Cameron.
Who's the casuals? That's annoying. That is just disgusting.
Okay, I want to see what this announcement is.
Wait, play it for me, please. Or just like so I can hear.
I am. It's on cast.
I can't go on there right now. You'll just have to like just like let me listen to it.
Oh, God. Oh, Frankie's back.
Never mind, Paramount Plus is working for me again. Okay, so it's just a 6-episode series.
So it's not the same show? Like, what is this?
I guess they're just like big other people are going on it.
I don't know. Whatever it is, we'll cover it. But like, I mean, yes, probably. But that's it.
We love Reilly and Blue talking right now.
Yeah. Oh. Trailer.
Oh, I already exited out. Okay, so it's just like a 6-episode show. Interesting. So it's not Big Brother.
No, it is Big Brother. They're calling it Big Brother Reindeer Games.
Or, I mean, kind of, yeah.
I guess I don't know. Maybe it's like the challenge where it's just challenges. I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably. It could be like that. It's probably just like some little holiday thing that's
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm excited. It should be interesting. I mean, I will say I'm kind of glad it's not another season like right away.
It could still be, but it's only 6 episodes, so I don't know.
It's like very short. Like it's probably going to be like maybe an elimination every episode or something.
We do love Derek and Tiffany coming back, so
Yes.
Jordan, I don't know.
Hey, do not hate on Jordan. She's a queen.
She's all right.
She's amazing.
I'm not big on Jeff and Jordan these days.
I mean, I like Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan did nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
okay, I'm looking into this reindeer games thing. Basically, there's no host, there's no live feeds, there's no house guests. The players will arrive ready to compete in the reindeer games, a series of holiday-oriented competitions. Include 9 previous house guests, but differ from the original Big Brother series. Some of these differences include the fact that players do not live in the house, players do not vote each other out. There's no regular host, but instead a slew of elves who guide the players. Okay, I don't know what the hell this is going to be. Maybe there's not going to even be much to cover, but we will be watching regardless. I have no idea what this actually is.
I mean, it's literally it's only 6 episodes, so.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not another whole last season because I was like ready to be like, I was ready for that to be the announcement. But yeah, overall, I mean, I do think Jag is, I mean, everyone said it. He is an asterisk winner. You have to put that asterisk there because he was voted out in week 4 and things like that. But I mean, I don't think that holds merit anymore. I don't think the worry of, this person was voted out, they can't win. I don't think that's something that we have to be like people can say anymore because it just happened.
Exactly.
So
it's like a Chris Underwood winning Survivor.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's literally gonna be Jag. Is like people are gonna compare him to, say, a Chris Underwood. Although the thing I will say about obviously I didn't watch the Survivor season, but the difference with Jag is that he was there the whole time and things like that. So that's really the only difference. But yeah, I mean, I think as a winner, he's not bad. I don't think he's like horrible by any means. I think there's a lot of things.
He's definitely not a bad winner at all.
The only thing about Jag's game, there's 2 things that I think are not so great. One is that I'm just not a huge fan of the constant, like, I'm doing this because it was morally right. I'm doing this because of my morals and things like that. I feel like it is encouraging people to not make big moves and not do something exciting when instead they're going to do the boring thing. And I feel like that's going to be bad, like for future seasons. 2, I'm never going to be a fan of the person that comped out winning the game. I'm never going to be a fan of that. I would much rather have somebody that, and I'm not saying that Jag didn't play socially and strategically. I don't think his jury management was good at all. It's been kind of horrible, but I think his answers were so good. And again, he had that evidence as to why he did what he did. It was very hard to argue against that. So I think really what got him the win were the answers. I don't think it's necessarily
were really like the reason why he won. Because I mean, going into it, I think he only had maybe 1 vote, which was like, well, actually 2, Bowie and like Cam.
Yeah, this is one of the only times that I feel like the answers are what got him the win. A lot of the time, they don't put a lot of stock into it, at least from what I've heard, is that a lot of the time the jury's already decided. But it seemed like this jury was actually like willing to hear both of them out. And, Jag just did a better job of explaining his game. And that's why he ultimately won over Matt, who really just kind of, like I said, just kind of fumbled the bag in terms of what he needed to say.
Yeah, he just like, I mean, I'm glad he got a couple votes, Cirie and Felicia.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean, he just kind of like fumbled. He got nervous, and
you know what Matt should have said that he didn't say? The one thing that Matt did so well that I wish he would have brought up is in the first few weeks of the game, all the information he was getting, he would run back to Cirie and tell her. And
I
then
know he should have said that.
But there was a point. And like halfway through the game where he stopped doing that, and it helped him. It put him in a much better position because he wasn't going to Cirie and telling her. So she wasn't the one in the power position. He was now the one in the power position. And if he had said that, I think a lot more people would have been impressed. Because I think for me, that's what put Matt in the position that he was in, was when he stopped telling Cirie everything. Once he stopped trusting her as much, it actually helped his game a lot because people started to trust him more and he started to be in this power position. I remember when Cirie was in the kayak, I saw people on Twitter saying Matt's in a really good spot until he tells Cirie, and he never told Cirie, and he just stayed in that great spot. So I don't feel like it's that Matt didn't do anything. I don't feel like Matt was carried by Jag, but I feel like just based on his answers, he didn't say what he needed to, and it comes across as, yeah, he was carried by Jag, and that Jag got saved by Matt because of his social game. And I think that's also what did it, is that Jag was able to argue against what Matt was saying like, oh, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Matt. It was that my social game was so good that Matt was able to, that Matt felt like saving me because I had that good of a social game and that good of a connection. So yeah, I think that's ultimately what did it.
Yeah, definitely. Like, Matt just like really like, well, I mean, his speech was good. His answers, he just really were just very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Articulate.
I mean, yeah, he wasn't articulate. He
really Matt's answers, very brief, very half-assed.
They were very brief. He was just very nervous. It seemed like he didn't really know what to say at some points. Like, maybe, I mean, who knows? Maybe he is just maybe he just gets like that when he's answering questions. But I mean, which is understandable. But like, he could have done a little bit better. And he could have mentioned like his relationship with Cirie more, even though she did vote for him anyway. But yeah, Jag just really like killed his speech. He killed his answers. Like, literally, I thought it was going to be the other way around. But like, I'm shocked.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, like, Jag being the first Sikh Punjabi winner is like iconic, and I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, no, I do think that Jag just did a really good job, and it is very hard to not feel like he deserves this win based on those answers. I think he did a good job with that. Now, I don't know why I have like no voice right now. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Oh, where are you going?
I have to get something to drink. I have like no voice.
Okay.
I'm like struggling to speak. We already answered this question. Okay. Let's get to the thing that pisses me off here. Fucking America's favorite house guest. I told you guys this was going to happen. I literally was here and I said what happened with Marty on Big Brother Canada 10 was going to happen with Cameron. I know exactly what happened. They probably split the votes. And I know this because I entered fake emails and people had already voted for America. People already voted for Cory. People were putting 5 votes on America and 5 votes on Cory and thinking that would somehow get them the win.
It's not gonna work.
Like, you can't do that. Yeah, you have to be it. The reason why Davon and Tiffany and Taylor won was because BB Twitter was consistent. They were consistent on one person and they put their votes onto one person. This season, that wasn't the case. There were people who wanted to do Cirie. There were people who wanted to do Felicia. There were people who wanted to do America and Cory. There were people who wanted to do Blue even. Like, no, there was no real consistency. And because of that, that's why Cameron ended up winning. And it sucks because, like, I hate that we follow up 3 really great AFPs with fucking Cameron, who was just like, kind of just like really gross and unlikable, and someone I did not like watching throughout the season, who literally almost was out if it wasn't for the fucking zombie twist. But that's where we're at. And yeah, I mean, I literally knew it was going to happen. Like, I was really, when she said Cirie was in the top 3, I was like, okay, maybe it's going to be Cirie.
I mean, at least
and then it was Cameron.
At least Cirie is there, but like, it's like,
what I'm surprised about is Matt. I did not think Matt had that many like followers on his side, but maybe because,
I think people the Facebook moms were rooting for Cameron and Matt. They always root for the white men.
Yeah, they always root for I mean, they always, because I mean, but here's the thing. If you watch the show, like if you just watch the show, I can't really blame them because the way they portrayed Cameron on the show was this single dad that was out of the loop and was winning comps. Like the way Mimi said it, to a casual viewer, yes, he's the hero of the season because he kept winning. He kept winning when people didn't want him to win. He was putting himself in a good position. He had a really shitty social game, but like the casual viewers don't really care about that. So I can understand why they would give this win to Cameron. It just really annoys me that the show didn't portray him in the way that he actually is. They didn't show all the gross things he was saying to America. They didn't show all the weird shit he was saying about the women in the house. Exactly. They didn't show the way he was talking to Felicia.
Did you read that article I sent you about like that he's like now he's like in love with Blue?
Yeah, that was weird.
It's so odd. I'm like,
Yeah, definitely very strange. But no, I think that's definitely what did it. It's the fact that like people just weren't able to stay consistent, and because of that, Cameron won. So
that's why,
but yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it in terms of what we want to say here. I mean, I guess we can give our final thoughts on this season. To me,
I will say I gave this episode I didn't do like a review for it on Serialized, but I just did a rating. I just gave it a 3-star.
Yeah, I don't think this was a bad finale at all. I think this finale gave us terrible. I think there were a lot of good moments here. Like Cirie and Jared, their whole reveal was what I wanted. Like it was exactly what I would have hoped it would have been. I think that was a good moment. I thought the round table was actually pretty good. The questions that they asked, they had a lot more time to ask them questions, and they didn't rush it, and it actually went pretty well. I think
I also just found out apparently the episodes for Reindeer Games are Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Julie will not host, and there's 9 house guests.
Yeah, they're also not in the house. They're not voting each other out. So I have no idea what the hell this even is. Like it's not even Big Brother.
Yeah, it's probably just like the challenge or something.
Well, I don't know why they're even calling it Big Brother because it's not Big Brother.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here's the other thing that fucking pisses me off is that both the winner and America's Favorite Player were people that were voted off.
Oh, that's so true.
And they're only there because of a twist.
Yeah,
think about that. Think about that.
That's insane.
Yeah. And I will say, like I've said this before, if Path to Power was the only twist this season, I would have been fine with that. But like the zombie Path to Power and the zombie twist and also the fucking, invisible HOH, it was too much. It really was too much. And that's the best way I think I can sum up this season. It just was too much. I think it started off so good. If you go back to like week 2, week 3, week 4. I mean, our podcasts were like 2.5 hours. There was so much to talk about every single week. I remember the first couple weeks of the season, people are like, I'm watching the feeds and I can even barely keep up with what's going on because it felt like there was stuff happening all the time. And I think for a while, it was really good. A lot of people like to say the season dropped off after Izzy left. I would actually argue and say the season dropped off after Cory won HOH. I think that's, for me, was the peak of the season, was when they all got Jared out and we had that moment where we thought Jerry was about to start and then we had this stupid zombie twist. And I think that absolutely is what ruined this season for me. I think if you cut out the zombie twist, you take away that week, this season is astronomically better because they never get checked out of the game. They have something to do the entire time. Cory probably does not fumble the bag in the way he does in his position. He's probably able to maintain it due to the fact that like due to the fact that like he was able to kind of ride that high and things like that. I don't think we see a situation where Matt and Jag dominate the game. I think people start seeing through what they're doing and things like that. I think absolutely they would have been the next targets if Cameron and Jared actually leave there.
Exactly.
The only thing that changes is Cirie. I think Cirie was in a really precarious position at that point, but she's a good enough player to where I still think she would have been able to recover. So, I generally think if you take out the zombie week, this season is so much better. You could even have the invisible HOH. Like, that's fine because at least they had something to do then. But that week of nothing just absolutely killed this season.
The week of nothing was just so pointless and like, ugh, why?
Yeah, from that point on, it just the momentum that we had, it just kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller until it was basically gone. The double eviction especially just killed any sort of enthusiasm, any sort of hope I had, any sort of enjoyment from this season. And that's really the best way I can sum it up. It just felt too long is I think the best way to say it. I think Big Brother is best when you do 70 days or 80 days. Don't do 100 days again.
100 is way too much.
Yeah, like they tried something and like I'm glad they did, but like it's definitely too much. And I think they absolutely could have gone a different direction. And I've said this so many times, if you're going to do 100-day season and you're going to have an older cast, because they had a lot more older, people in here, the comps also need to be equitable for them to win. And the reason the Jag kept winning the comps that he did was because of the fact that a lot of them were very similar. Matt kept winning the comps that he did because they were very similar. Same with Bowie. Like there just wasn't enough variety in terms of these comps. Like give me more comps like the one Felicia won where it's a crapshoot. Give me more stuff like that. Give me more like the one that Blue won. Like that's what I want to see more of. Hell, give me that knockout comp. That knockout comp at Final Five was so good. I want to see more things like that. I don't need to see like, oh, crawl under this thing, find this thing, and then make this thing, and the first person to buzz in wins. I don't need to keep seeing that shit over and over again. It's just too much.
Honestly, one of those is probably enough for a season.
Yeah, like I don't need overly physical comps all the time. Like that absolutely is what hurt this season too. So yeah, it's a really weird season to talk about because
apparently each episode will feature 3 competitions that culminate in something called Santa's Showdown that determines which players eliminated at the end of the episode. 4 players will eventually make it to the finale on December 21st, with one ultimately claiming the $100,000 prize.
That sounds really boring. Can't wait to watch. Anyway, yeah, I think just in general, it's just a really weird season to talk about because it started off so high. I was generally ready to say this is like one of the best Big Brother seasons. This is one of the best seasons we've covered. And then once Zombie Week happened, I just didn't really care about it as much anymore. And it just kind of like started to go down from there. So yeah, ultimately, I mean, I'd probably give this season probably a C+ if I had to say.
Yeah, I'd probably give it like, I was going to give it like at least like a B or B+ for a while until the zombie twist, and now I'm like, no, probably C+.
Oh, before the zombie twist, it was like an A. Like it was like top tier.
Or actually, or A- or whatever. But now I'm like, yeah, I can't go more than like a C+, maybe B-. No, I think I have to do C+.
Yeah, just because the last half of this game was kind of insufferable. Like it was just there was no opposition. It almost kind of felt like BB22, like the entire, but if the end, like it was like BB22, but if BB22 started off strong and then had a really bad, like, and then ended with a thud, that was kind of this season where it was like, it started off so good, so dominated by like the strategic, and social game by Cirie and her just really proving why she's one of the best ever. And then the Izzy blindside happens and there's still momentum because now it's all about how's the game going to turn around. And then at the most important point of the game, they do the stupid fucking twist where most of them can't even play. So it was like, and then from there, it just kind of became the Mad and Jag show. And once it became clear that Jag was not going to face any consequences for like the terrible moves he was making, I was just kind of like, I'm out. This is stupid. Like I just really started to not care that much, especially like the back-to-back HOH wins. That should never happen again, by the way. Like don't ever let somebody win HOH more than once. It's just like, it's not fair. Like, that absolutely should not have happened. Jag probably gets evicted if he doesn't win that HOH. So, yeah, just really disappointing all around. Just a really weird season to talk about. So, yeah, for me, probably a C+. But what do you want to say about this season?
I mean, I've already said things like when you did.
Oh, did you have anything else to say?
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Nothing else?
I think. I don't know. Sorry, I'm texting Jazzy.
Oh. All right. Well, I guess that's it then. I guess
I will say, like, it was literally like an A or A+, like, pre-merge or pre-jury and everything. And I mean, it wasn't like the worst jury phase, obviously, but it was just like really boring and predictable.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, because like it was literally just the Matt and Jag show. But we like power shifts. Like, we just don't want it to be the same thing every single week. And this zombie twist, just don't do that again. That was just so pointless and so dumb. Like, at least give them a luxury comp or something. That was like literally the rest of them did nothing for a week. But overall, like, I didn't hate the season because most of them are still very likable and such a good cast overall. But yeah, it's definitely not like the top tier season though, for sure. Especially with this end game being so boring. But overall, I didn't hate it.
No, I didn't hate it by any means. I've definitely seen worse Big Brother, but just considering how good it started off, it's disappointing that it ends on such an underwhelming note by the end of it, especially with somebody winning that would have been evicted if not for a twist. And that's like the one thing that, like,
I will say the only thing I'm happy about I'm not happy Cameron won America's Favorite, but I mean, he gets to take it to help his daughter at least.
Yeah, I'll give him that. I really want it to be Cirie because I do think this season will be remembered for Cirie. It's going to be remembered for all the stuff we had with Cirie and Izzy and Felicia and them running the game in the way that they did. It will definitely be remembered for the iconic blind side that happens on Izzy like halfway through the game. It's going to be remembered for stuff like that. I think stuff that happens at the end, people aren't going to remember as much. I think it's going to be in the same breath as like Big Brother 20 or one of those seasons where it's like it starts off really strong and then it just really comes crashing down by the end. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at here. But yeah, I think that's really all we need to say. Seasons come to an end. Feels like it was forever. It definitely felt like 100 days. In the beginning, it didn't. I'll say that. In the first like 50, 60 days, I'm like, damn, this is going by fast. But once we got to that zombie twist, it definitely started to feel like 100 days. And I'm definitely glad that it ends where it does. But yeah, other than that, I think we pretty much said all we need to say. Allie, we want to plug some things.
All right. So obviously stay tuned for our coverage of Survivor for last week and this week. We're just gonna do both episodes. So we'll probably watch yesterday's probably like later on tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll obviously probably film it, whatever. And then for House of Villains, we're kind of behind, so we're probably just gonna try and do the first like 5 episodes and then the rest weekly, just because there's like we've only watched the first one so far just because we've been so busy, but excited to cover that. And then everything else, then obviously everything else is our season reviews when there's like nothing else to cover. And so yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. I feel so flustered.
Why?
I don't know.
Wait, why do you feel so flustered? What's wrong?
Basically just all the things people are texting. Just like so many texts and stuff.
Okay, so what you're gonna do, where's your phone?
Anyway,
show me your phone.
It's all good.
Okay. All right, give me a sec. We're gonna breathe.
No, I'm saying I was just gonna say that like all of our season reviews will get done when we're actually like when there's nothing else to cover. Like probably when Survivor and House of Villains are done and everything.
Yeah, for now, those are the only shows we'll cover. And yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. Thank you to all that watched. We did have a pretty decent size of people watching with us, so we definitely do appreciate that. Fucking this reindeer game show, I have no idea if we're even going to cover it. It literally...
No, I think we should. I think we should. It's only 6 episodes, and like...
But it's literally just comps. Like, that's all it is.
That's fine. I mean, it's just... Only because it's like a Big Brother thing, like with people... Big Brother people, we probably should cover it, and it's only 6
It's not
episodes.
even Big Brother.
Like, we want to make Sam happy here.
I mean, the only thing with this that I don't like is that it just shows what Big Brother's focus is. They care about the comps. That's all they care about, because like they wouldn't be doing this if they cared about like...
I also wonder which BB25 person is going to be a guest on it.
Hopefully one of the good ones and not fucking Cameron. But something tells me it'll be Cameron because he won America's Favorite House Guest.
It'll probably... I'm hoping someone like... I hope Cirie or maybe Felicia.
Cirie's not coming back to Big Brother.
I could see it being maybe Felicia for being so entertaining.
I'd love to see like a Felicia or like a Mimi or like an Izzy. Even Cory or America I'd be fine with.
Also,
just
like,
not the final three.
I'd like to see Blue because she was good at comps.
Yeah, that could be fun. But it'll probably just be like Jag. Let's be honest here. But
we'll see.
But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it for our coverage here. As always, comment down below. Let us know what you guys thought of this finale. Love to your thoughts. And like I said, I don't think it was a bad finale overall. I think there actually were some pretty decent moments. Again, I just wish this endgame was a lot more exciting because by the end, it was just very predictable. The only unpredictable thing I would say is who ended up winning. I thought for sure Nat was going to, come in and he was going to have the better answers and Jag would be the one kind of fumbling the bag, and it was the other way around. And, that's just how it kind of turned out to be. So, yeah. But other than that, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I almost did my Ron outro again. But remember, couples who podcast together, stay together. We will see you guys later.
Love you guys. Have a